I'm coming to you from this abandoned, empty hallway to bring you an update on Marvel Studios' Guardians of the Galaxy, the next expansion for Marvel Legendary. This is their third blog post. We've got one more, but these blog posts are coming pretty quick, which makes me think we're probably going to see a release pretty soon. But we got some confirmations in this one for sure. Let's take a look at Korath's Disruptor Rifle. The first confirmation you can see is that this is a villainous weapon, and the second one is that this is the Followers of Ronin villain group. So a couple things here. Villainous weapons make their return, and we have a Followers of Ronin villain group, which implies a Ronin mastermind. Can't wait to find out more on that. But this is a villainous weapon, which does mean when played from the villain deck, it is captured by the closest villain to the villain deck, and if there's no villains in the city, this gets KO'd. It buffs them, gives them an attack bonus, as you can see in the lower right-hand corner, and it also gives you something cool to do if you gain it as an artifact. So, it's a villainous weapon, ambush. If Korath is in the city, he captures this, and then its artifact effect. If you gain it, triggered artifact. That's the new keyword we found out. When something happens, you get to do a thing. Whenever you play a card that costs 6 or more, you get +1 attack. Neat. We'll work with a Gamora's card a little bit if she can get her hands on this. And there's more villainous weapons as well. Let's go ahead and take a look. So, we've got our second one, Ravager Starship Eclector, part of the Ravagers villain group, the second villain group here. Now, I'm wondering, I was thinking Ego was going to be a mastermind here. He still could be, because he kind of does command the Ravagers at some point in time during the movie as kind of part of the plot about Peter Quill's origins. So maybe Ego does lead the Ravagers. We'll have to wait and see, but this is the second villain group. This is another villainous weapon, gives +3 attack bonus. Ambush, if a Ravager captures this, that Ravager swaps spaces with the leftmost Ravager in the city. There's a reason for that. It leads into the new keyword we're going to see in just a moment, and it becomes a triggered artifact. Whenever you play a tech card, you get +1 attack. So both of these artifacts, whenever you do a thing, you get +1 attack. Looks like this is a very attack-heavy expansion. Shouldn't be surprised. Let's go ahead and look at the third one. This is the Orb with the secret Power Stone hidden inside. And this is a Followers of Ronin villainous weapon. Ambush effect on this one. Put all heroes from the HQ on the bottom of the hero deck. So a complete reset. By the way, this gives +6 attack to the villain who has it. That is a lot of attack to tack onto whatever it could be. And then this becomes a pretty powerful artifact. Triggered artifact. When you fight the mastermind, take another turn after this one. Don't play a card from the villain deck at the start of that turn. This ability can only be used once per game. So kind of like the time gem, but you don't play a card from the villain deck, and you like the time gem, you can only do this once. Pretty powerful. My highest priority with this is to get this away from whatever villain that has it. That would be awful. I do not want the mastermind to get this villainous weapon, but it is what it is. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Korath the Pursuer, one of the two new villains we're seeing with the new keyword Command. This is a villain for Followers of Ronin. It is a 4+ attack villain worth 3 VP. Korath gets +2 attack while he commands the Followers of Ronin. So there is a new keyword here, which is Command, which means that these cards get these abilities as long as it's the leftmost villain of that villain group in the city. Now, it's unclear whether or not that means another villain of this villain group has to be in the city as well. For example, if Korath is the only villain in the city, does Korath get the Command bonus? We'll have to wait and find out on that. And yeah, he gets +2 while he commands others, Followers of Ronin. Ambush, each player may draw a card. For each player that did reveal a card from the villain deck, play a Followers of Ronin card from among the cards you revealed this way, put the rest back in any order, and fight, same effect. Okay, so if you're feeling good about your position in the game, you can maybe take advantage of that and draw some cards, but it's a big risk if you do, if you have a kind of a full city. Interesting. All right, we have one more villain to look at, and it's a villain from the Ravagers, and of course it is Taser Face. Taser Face gets +2 attack while he commands the Ravagers. Ambush, swap Taser Face with the leftmost Ravager in the city. Fight, if Taser Face was commanding the Ravagers, you get +2 recruit. Interesting. So he swaps with the leftmost Ravager, which means he instantly commands, I suppose. And if you take advantage of that and fight him while he's commanding, you get extra recruit, which is neat. He has 4+ base attack as well, and a VP value of 4. That is it for this set. I can see, as the blog post states, how command and villainous weapons can stack for some really powerful damage against you. I can't wait to find out in the last post maybe who some of our masterminds are going to be. We're looking at a mastermind for sure, the blog post says. By the way, take a look at the full blog post. It is in the description. And again, I'll bring you any news that comes up here. And once I find my way out of this hallway, I'll be back to normal. And we'll be able to provide you a full card overview and unboxing when this set is released. All right, take care until then.